comment. Something like, "You're peeling oranges all wrong." See what that does? It immediately sparks curiosity and makes them feel like they need to see what you do next.
Now, a great story is one thing, but how do you actually execute this visually? That's where things get really interesting. You need the right tools to bring it all to life on screen. So let's build out your toolkit.
First things first, composition. You can pretty much forget the classic rule of thirds. In this vertical 9/16 world we live in, a rule of fifths just works way better. It gives you a much tighter, more central focus, and this is key. It keeps your subject clear of all those little buttons and overlays from the social media apps. And this right here, this is a game changer. A massive 88% of people are watching your videos with the sound off. Just let that sink in for a second. If you are only relying on what you're saying, most of your audience is completely missing your message. This is exactly why on-screen text is your secret weapon. You gotta make it pop with high contrast colors. Keep the number of words low so it's super easy to read. And yeah, you can use subtle animations, but just enough to guide the eye, not to be a distraction. All right, let's move on to our final tool. I call this the sound of success. Because even though most people are watching silently, your audio design is still, without a doubt, a superpower.
I know, it sounds like a paradox, right? Most people won't even hear it. But for the audience that does have the sound on, great audio is the difference maker. It's what separates amateur content from a professional, immersive experience that they'll actually remember.
The secret here is to layer your audio. You want to keep your background music pretty subtle, maybe around 20 to 30% volume. Then use punchy little sound effects to really emphasize key moments on screen. But above all, your number one priority has to be a crystal clear voiceover. So there you have it. That's the framework. A tight story, dynamic visuals, and really smart sound design. You literally have the formula for making short-form content that grabs attention and holds it. So now, the only question left is, what story are you going to tell?